The Amazon rainforest is one of our planet's greatest resources, supplying more than 20% of the oxygen we breathe and 20% of the fresh water that enters the oceans. In this vast area live a variety of people in 5 countries, with the largest portion in Brazil. For over a half-century, ABWE, the Association of Baptists for World Evangelism, has labored to reach these peoples through a variety of means. Initially, missionaries used boats or traveled by foot to present the gospel, but it became apparent that the large distances between communities limited the missionaries' visit to new communities. This was addressed in 2 ways. First, an aviation program with float planes speeded up access to remote areas. Second, the Amazon Baptist Hospital was built to draw the sick to a central location so they could hear the gospel. The Lord blessed both these endeavors, and many responded to the gospel.
In the last 15 years, 3 new challenges have arisen. The first has been the missionaries' inability to follow up with new converts from the medical outreach. Patients heard the gospel, made professions of faith, and returned to remote areas. Since it might take a day by boat to reach such a community, the missionaries could not realistically help these new believers grow in their faith. Second, a lack of pilots and serviceable planes limited follow-up by air. Third, bureaucracy and costs within the Brazilian government's aviation department have created great hardship, with our pilots now having to fly a plane over 1,000 miles just to do an annual inspection. We believe the Lord has provided an exciting way to surmount these obstacles and allow missionaries to reach these isolated peoples with the gospel and provide them with follow-up discipleship studies. In Brazil, as in North America, there are different categories of aviation, such as commercial and private, and each category has its own regulations. Currently, ABWE uses planes in the private category, but due to their large size and weight, they are heavily regulated. If our pilots were to use a 2-seat plane instead of a 4- or 6-seat aircraft, they could do safety inspection in ABWE's on-site hangars. Also, fuel and maintenance costs would diminish. An example of such a plane is the Amphibian Sea Ray, or the Zenith 750 on amphibian floats.
The people of the Amazon region are open to the gospel. We only need a quicker means to get to these communities that are dispersed across a vast area of jungle. The Lord has provided a mission pilot who grew up as an MK in the Amazon. Lloyd Peace and his family have been serving in Santo Antonio do Içá for 1 term. They have used boats to minister to nearby communities, but Lloyd longs for an opportunity to visit more distant communities both for evangelism and follow-up of new believers. A new member of the Amazon team, David Carroll, has begun working with Lloyd in these nearby towns and looks forward to helping reach more distant villages. Also, Dr. Chip Phillips has offered to accompany Lloyd on some of these trips, but he needs to be able to return to the hospital site each day to treat hospitalized patients. The cost of purchasing a 2-man airplane in Brazil and building a hangar for its maintenance is not great, but the benefits for the kingdom are almost limitless. We are here, adapted to the culture, fluent in Portuguese, and ready to move out. But we need this tool to be able to get to distant communities. Would the Lord have you to partner with us to reach the people of the Amazon for Christ?